On January 23rd, 2024, Missouri's bipartisan redistricting commissions released updated legislative district maps based on the latest census data, adjusting boundaries in counties like St. Charles to reflect population changes. A controversy centers on how some of the proposed lines divide fast-growing communities, move voters into districts they historically haven't been a part of, and potentially change the political balance in certain areas.
So there's 6 million people, 6 million residents, citizens in the state of Missouri. So the 6 million equally divided came out to 8 districts. And so every 10 years, the census is taken to count how many people are living in the state and then take that number and divide it up to make sure that the districts are equal in population.
Redistricting happens every 10 years to keep populations balanced. However, the current community discussion we see comes from when the new boundaries divide neighborhoods or appear to advantage one political group.
I've been a St. Charles city resident all my life. No, it's just unfortunately a political thing completely. Started from Washington, D.C., got to St. Charles.
The process this year was influenced by federal elected officials reaching out to state officials and influencing the process to make sure that they got an outcome that was beneficial to the president.
I don't think that people on the other side of the fence and I'm an independent, but those folks would not like it. I don't think if it was trying to be done in the Democratic Party. It doesn't follow the pattern that we're used to. Just from a neutral position, it just doesn't have a good taste to it at all.
This didn't happen like it was supposed to happen. Pay attention to that, because if the process can be circumvented on something like redistricting, it could be circumvented on something like Medicaid or right to work or reproductive freedom. That process is more than just about redistricting.
The new 2026 congressional maps were set into effect on December 11th, 2025, marking a new era for our state. Many still voice their concerns about how these changes may affect their representation and voting processes.
Public input, I would describe that as voting. The very first day that you're able to vote, get out there and do it. Educate yourself and understand these processes. Understand the impact of what's happening in Jeff City at your state capital and at the local level. That impacts you directly.